I can't believe it. Another crappy episode of ECW. I didn't think I could stand. I didn't think it'd get any worse than the most recent episode of ECW. I mean, this tonight was just.
Now listen, let's take a paper lead. Come on, open your eyes.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, don't worry. Sorry.
You got to do it last night with Jeff.
Yeah, that was important.
I think John Morrison winning tonight, super important. And I think you'll agree.
Good evening, everyone.
Except for those of you, I think we got more negative response from our last video than we've gotten from any of our others. Come on.
Maybe exception, I don't know, that tragedy at the Rumble video.
Oh, yeah,
we got a lot of bad comments on that one. But yeah, a lot of negative comments from people.
But
Thanks.
first of all, let me just say this.
Thanks to all the haters.
Chris made a good point. If you think that we're only WWE supporters, then you obviously don't pay attention.
You don't pay attention to all our videos.
Because we criticize
We're about to
them
tell you some crap right now.
thoroughly. So, okay. ECW 5/13/08. That would be May 13th of 08.
2008. Please excuse the cup. He's feeling British today.
I thought it was bollocks.
No, let's not do that.
No, I didn't. Well, we made too many people mad. We alienated too many friends.
First thing to talk about is Colin
Yeah, Colin signs his contract tonight.
Colin signs his contract.
And Armando says, tonight your first match will be someone who beat you up
You're going to
last
fight
time.
someone who fought you, who beat you a month ago.
Mike Knox sets the stage. We'll talk about that in a minute.
First match is CM Punk versus the Miz. Okay, seriously. No offense to the Miz.
Okay, I say offense to the Miz.
I know there's a lot of you out there that like the Miz.
Some of you do, and yeah. And that's
But
fine.
CM Punk losing to the Miz, really, seriously, come on.
I believe
CM Punk's credibility is just stumbling.
It is, and
so much.
I think he is the hottest. I think he's the most promising young star they've got. And okay, they don't know what to do with him. Fine, but don't destroy him.
Yeah.
And that's what they seem to be
I mean,
doing.
of all the Money in the Bank winners, let's not forget, he still has the briefcase. He's going to get a title shot whenever he wants one. But of all the people that have held that briefcase, he's done the least since winning it.
Right, and he carries it around, and they mention it, but they haven't incorporated it into any kind of storylines, anything like that.
I don't think they know what they're going to do yet.
Right, and that bothers me that they're... It's fine they don't know what to do, but the fact that they're wasting him. Anyway, so, yeah. Miz dominates early on, Punk kind of rallies, and then...
And Miz gets a clean victory.
Not fun. And now then... Well, let's talk about... We're going to talk in this... After the last... we'll talk about the matchup at Judgment Day after the Miz thing. Okay, second match. Cherry...
Michelle McCool.
Michelle and Kelly Kelly.
And Kelly Kelly.
Versus Victoria, Nadia, Alayla.
Very good.
Nadia Nigenhagen is the...
Nagen.
Schmargen.
Fjergen.
Okay, what do you...
Baby Jimpy knows her.
Thoughts on... Okay, I'll say Cherry.
I like Cherry.
I want to like Cherry. In the ring, I don't like
and
Cherry.
I agree with what he'll say. In the ring, she's not good.
I'm getting a little tired
As a
of the...
personality, I like her. I just adore her because she's just sweet.
She is very sweet.
But in the ring, she's not a good wrestler for starters, and she doesn't know how to sell anything.
Right, she does too much rolling around. Ow! And yeah, it's not fun to watch. To me, it wears thin when she's in the ring. Her sweet personality gets a little tired.
But she picks up the win.
That's right, oddly enough.
Was it Victoria?
Against Victoria. My thoughts on Victoria.
Yeah.
She's being too theatrical, too showy, trying to be too funny.
She's very good. She's a very good wrestler, quite possibly the best female wrestler they have on the roster. And they're doing nothing with her.
And she's turning into a clown.
Exactly.
Which is just, she's doing herself a disservice. Or,
yeah.
But that's what you get. Next, we see backstage Shelton and Kofi. Shelton.
Yeah, man!
Mike Adamley says Sheldon. His actual name is Shelton. Yeah, so Shelton says, next time, I will put an end to Kofi's career.
Really, man.
And Kofi says,
You're gonna do it, man.
I'll be the first to wish you luck. Oh wait, that's
Santino.
Santino.
Crap.
But then Shelton slaps Kofi. Kofi then kind of runs
Pushes
him
him
up
into the
against
grate,
that,
and then Shelton just kind of gets this crazed, dazed look on his face
as I would too.
that he didn't sell very well.
Next match. Oh, you're doing it. I didn't notice.
I don't think anybody did.
Next match.
Me.
Colin Delaney versus Mike Knox. This is our weekly squash match. What are your thoughts? First of all,
They need to do. Well, they did do something here, but different here. But I was expecting. I thought maybe Colin would get some sort of a fluke win, like keep some of that momentum going.
right.
And he gets squashed, not once but twice, because then Armando comes out and announces that he's the newest member of the roster, and he beats Colin. So we get to see Colin get squashed twice in one night. And no, I don't.
Okay, good news and bad news from my point of view.
Okay.
First bad news. What's up with the music? They totally.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
They needed the entrance music to be a joke in and of itself. That needed to be something that got a reaction. His walking to the ring was very funny this week. Okay, good news. No Flim.
Thank God.
So I'm thinking things are looking up for poor Colin. Anyway, yeah, I was hoping they could have done a little better with the. Finally, Morrison versus Kane.
Morrison versus Kane.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and say what my thoughts were. I thought, okay, Miz beats Punk. I understand they want to keep the heat on Miz and Morrison. But I figured they wanted to keep some heat on Kane because I assume that Miz and Morrison will lose at Judgment Day. So I thought Morrison...
I'm not completely convinced.
Will the belts change?
Kane and CM Punk do not need to hold the tag team titles.
Right.
For two reasons. Reason number one, it throws all credibility for that the tag team division has out the window, which they don't have much to begin
whatever's
with.
left is...
But it's gone. And B, it does nothing for Kane or CM Punk because Kane's the ECW champion. He doesn't need a secondary belt to get in the way. And CM Punk should be in the midst of a huge push, not had for the tag team champions. No offense to the tag team championship, but let's face it, it's not what it used to be.
Right, and the thrown together tag teams should be nearing an end.
Exactly. It's
I think Miz and Morrison should maybe be the
You've
last...
got actual tag teams out there. You've got Jesse Festus. You've got Hawkins and Ryder.
And
Deuce and Dima Blow. I mean, you've got all these teams.
And there have to be a handful in the developmental territories that they can get ready to bring on up. But for some reason, they're not. But I think Miz and Morrison, when they end their run as tag team champions, should be the last. Are you listening, Mr. McMahon?
They won't be.
Well, they should be the last thrown
Should be,
together
but they
tag
won't.
team.
But that's it. Now we have a few extra moments to talk about. We're going to go ahead and talk about the pay-per-view. Because we honestly do not know when we're going to do a predictions video because we don't even think the card's set.
Well, yeah. So we know
And
3 or 4.
What we
5.
have...
Not terribly exciting.
Terrible. Honestly. You've got Triple H versus Randy Orton. Boo. You've got Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho,
Which
is
my mind...
confusing as hell.
I know. Wait, so who's mad at who for what?
You've got Edge versus Undertaker again.
Yeah.
JBL versus John Cena. I don't know who to root for there.
No. Cena's been gone for the whole month.
Why should we care about you, John Cena?
Wait a minute. We're not sounding like the WWE marks that we are.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is going to be the best pay-per-view ever. Okay?
It's going to be epic.
Call your local
Pay-per-view provider.
Anyway, yeah, so
order Judgment Day.
and then this whole Kane Punk thing is a travesty.
It's kind of like it's a thrown together pay-per-view. I think they should have added a Jeff Hardy Umaga match.
Jeff Hardy anything match.
Jeff Hardy anything.
Jeff Hardy Punk for the
No, that's too soon. If they do that, which I'm not convinced that they're going to. But Matt Hardy in a match. Matt Hardy just won the belt. He's not doing anything.
True.
Something that we would care about.
According to Chris, and my being a fairly recent fan, I don't know these things, but Chris says this time of year it's kind of
dull,
kind of a rut. So maybe that's just it. But they could do without a pay-per-view or two until they get something
I wanted
going.
to talk about for a while, but we don't have enough time to talk about it now, so we'll talk about that some other time. But that's it. That's our ECW review.
Epic. Go John Morrison.
Peace.